Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself first. My name is Hanifah Rohmatunnisa. I'm part of Class 2A English Education Department, and this is my student number. In this occasion, I would like to make a video review about a novel by Anne Swinfen with the title The Bookseller's Tale. This book is set in Oxford in 1953. It tells a story about a man who's a bookseller, Nicholas Elliot, and a book-selling trade of the 1900s. The story begins when Master Elliot discovered the body of a student he knew, William, who had died in the river. After finding William's body, he and his friend Geordie, who is the master of William's College, investigated William's death. Their decision to investigate William's death puts them, their loved ones, and their families to a dangerous situation. They conduct a very long investigation, purchasing several names as suspects until finally they get one name as a suspect that they get from Anna's story, William's cousin, who is very close to him. Their investigation to prove that the person they suspected was indeed William's killer, Allard Bassett, brought the Elliot family into danger. Margaret being confronted by two men in the street, and Elliot's daughter Alison being detained. They asked Elliot to give them the Irish Southern that had been secured by William, which was the reason William was killed, because he didn't carry out the order to copy the Irish Psalter, which was the Meriton treasure, and replace the original with the copy he made. Elliot played a meeting with Alison's kidnappers to give the Irish Psalter to them. As long as they returned Alison, but all was in Elliot's plate. He didn't give the Irish Psalter to them, but brought another book and burned it as if it were the real Irish Psalter. That escapes with Alison, who is now with him. The two kidnappers are caught by the sheriff, who has teamed up with Elliot. The next day, it was reported that Allard Bassett was found drowned and dead by a fisherman in the Thames not far from the boundary wall. He had strapped to his chest a satchel full of stones. That's the ending of Elliot's and Jordan's investigation. They went on to live their lives beautifully with their love of books and instinct in their hands. Yeah, that's the summary of the bookseller's novel that I can give to you. Let's move to my opinion about this novel. This novel presents a very complex story but served beautifully. The language is not commonly English yesterday. Some words are difficult for me to understand, and after I tried to translate it, it still didn't appear. The possibility of English is the daily language of the past. Consider that this novel is set in Oxford 1353. The depiction of the atmosphere in this novel, in my opinion, is over detailed because considering to the given years that is very far makes the atmosphere described difficult to imagine. When reading this novel, at the beginning I thought this novel would be to the point, directly to the conflict, but I was wrong. The story that I thought had entered the conflict turned out to be just a conflict later. We are kept curious and can't guess what will happen next. For people who like the historical mystery genre, they might like to read this because I myself, who don't really like this genre, always feel curious about what will happen next and feel like I want to get to the end of the story quickly so I can find out what really happened. The story is beautifully packaged, although some of the background depictions are over. So overall, I recommend you to read this novel and find out together what really happened. Okay, I would like to tell you all the best part that I love most in this novel. The first is page 80 when Master Elliot discovers William's body. The next is page 66, when Master Elliot found an item that became a clue to find the cause of William's death. The next is page 1014, reveal the reasons why William did things he shouldn't have done. And chapter 13 is the most suspenseful and exciting part, where all the conflicts begin to peak. The main character encounters various problems and must find a solution to all these problems. Many unexpected facts arise, and there are so many amazing things in it. And there are many more exciting parts that I didn't mention one by one, so that you are curious and decide to read this novel. Let's read this novel. Let's curious together. Let's try to know the tale of the booksellers in Oxford in 1900s, and you can find uh, many like things that you are never know before. Okay, I'm waiting for you to read The Bookseller's Tale by Anne Swift. Yeah, that's the review from me about The Bookseller's Tale by Anne Swift. From my opinion, from my point of view, my thought, and I hope what I have said can be useful for all of you. Okay, Hanifah Rohmatunnisa, thank you for clicking this video. Thank you for watching this video. And this is my book review about The Bookseller's Tale by Anne Swinfen. I do apologize for all my mistakes in this video. And as I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.